Why men don't approach women anymore. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about why men don't approach women anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not going to give y'all that worldly perspective, bro. I'm going to give y'all like a spiritual perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know like the worldly perspective is, why men don't approach women anymore. Because you could have reasons such as the woman gonna think the man is a creep, you know what I'm saying? Or, if they're not attracted to that man. If the man is attractive and the man is they type, they ain't even gonna think that man is a creep. But if you ain't they type, even ever so slightly, they might consider you a creep, man. I'm trying to tell you. But look, though, a lot of this stuff is based on like, the social media, bro. Like, there's a lot of programming that goes on in like the media and social media, and a lot of women are followers, bro. Bro, it is rare to find a woman who's a leader, bro. A lot of these women is followers, bro. They just follow they just follow what other women doing, what other worldly women is doing, what the social media is doing. That's what a lot of these women be doing. A lot of these women is followers, bro. Do not get deceived, bro. Do not get it twisted, bro. A lot of these women is followers, bro. They following other women, what other worldly women is doing, bro. They following what the media told them to do, and what this told them to do, and what that told them to do. So it's like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. The reason why men don't approach women anymore, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Do you really think, bro, that men is not approaching women because they really trying to better themselves and really like they really trying to like build a relationship with God and really get closer to God? Do you really think that's why they're not approaching women anymore, bro? Their men have somehow found a way to not approach women anymore so they could go and really better themselves with God, bro, and really build a relationship with God. Do you really think that's what they doing for real? They might could be bettering themselves just so they could better fit in with the world. They might could be bettering themselves just so they could chase their own desires and their own dreams. But do you really think that men stopped approaching women because they trying to build a relationship with God, bro? Hell no, bro. Have they lost their mind? No, it's a lot of these men, they done turned to like online dating. A lot of these men is still in fornication, bro. A lot of these men is still in fornication. They either on online dating, bro, still in fornication, or they just chasing the world and living a worldly lifestyle. That's two main reasons right there. They either online dating, or they following the world, bro. They didn't stop approaching women because they trying to focus on God right now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got time for women right now. They focusing on God, bro. Hell no, that's not what they doing, bro. Man, these men out here is fornicating, using online dating, or a lot of them is online dating and fornicating and sleeping around. They still doing that. Or they just chasing the world, bro. Either or, you know what I'm saying? Either or. You would think like, damn, bro, men stopped approaching women so they could go focus on God, bro. So they could go seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Hell no, bro. You really think these men stopped approaching women so they could seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness? And all these things shall be added unto them? Hell no, bro. What are you talking about? These men don't want to hear about God, bro. These men will tell you they believe in God, bro. They will tell you they believe in God, bro. But look, though, they don't want to follow God. They will tell you they believe in God, but they don't want to obey God and follow his plan. You know what I'm saying? So all these worldly people and all these worldly problems, bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. It's getting to the point where I don't even care, bro, about these worldly people and their problem, bro. Because, bro, these worldly people, they do not care about us, bro. These are worldly people problems right here. A lot of these problems, bro, these are worldly people problems. You know what I'm saying? When I be hearing people talking about relationships, They be talking about relationships like it's the only topic in the world. I'm like, bro, are these people like mentally, is these people mentally there for real, bro? Every time you look at a woman, she's talking about a relationship. What do you think about relationship? What do you think about marriage? What do you think about relationship? What is marriage? What is relationship? Marriage, dating, relate. I'm like, damn. That's all people talking about today? That's all adults be talking about? That's all grown women be talking about is relationships? Grown men too. Grown men too, all they want to talk about is relationship. That's it. Grown women, all they want to talk about is relationship. Their whole life is centered around relationships and talking about relationships. Grown women, majority of grown women, their entire life is centered around talking about relationship. Majority of grown men, their entire life is damn near the same thing, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. Where's the women who's actually like, damn, where's the women actually who's talking about the things of God, bro? Where's the women actually who's really like want to get closer to God instead of talking about all these worldly relationships? Oh, why is men not approaching women anymore and this and that, da 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 da. Why should we even care, bro? Y'all worldly. Y'all don't even want nothing to do with God. Instead of chasing all these different people, you should be building your relationship with God. You should be seeking ye first the kingdom of heaven and all this righteousness. You know what I'm saying? But instead, bro, these people is chasing relationships, fornication, this and that. And then they got all these worldly problems that they want us to care about that we really don't care about, right? Real followers of God, bro, we don't give a damn about the worldly people problems. A lot of them, we don't care about their problems, bro, because they don't care about God, bro. And if they don't care about God, they don't care about me. And if they don't care about me, they don't care about God. And if they don't care about God, they don't care about me. And if they don't care about Jesus, they don't care about God. And if they don't care about Jesus and God, they don't care about me. And if it's the same thing, bro. A lot of time we just gotta stay away from these worldly people relationship problems, right? Stay away from the worldly people relationship problems. It don't matter, bro. Like, these people, they just chasing the world, bro. They living in fornication. They do not care about God, bro. Know what I'm saying? Do you really think that these men stopped approaching women because they trying to build a relationship with God? Hell no, bro. These men even though a lot of them stopped approaching women, what are they doing with their time now? They still not trying to build a relationship with God. They still not chasing God. They still entertaining the world in other ways, in other areas. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like they still walking with the world. Bro, you could tell when you look at a lot of people who be talking about relationships, they talking about relationships in a worldly way, in a worldly sense. Because these people, they don't have a spiritual mindset, bro. These people is worldly minded. So even when they talk about relationships, they are talking about relationships in a worldly mindset, in a worldly way. You get what I'm saying? They talking about relationships in a worldly way, in a worldly mindset. Majority of these women, they want a worldly man. Majority of these men, they want a worldly woman. So that's why they keep talking about and yapping about relationships all day, because they are talking about worldly relationships, relationships that's outside of God's will, relationships that God don't even want them to be in, bro. Relationships that God 9 times out of 10 don't even want them to be chasing right now. They should be focused on God, but yet social media will literally brainwash people to yap about relationships all day, bro. I'm like, bro, these people can't be serious. That's all you talk about, relationships? You know, you do know relationship is not the only topic in the world. Do you know that, right? These people don't even know that, bruh. They don't even know that relationship is not the only topic in the world, bruh. But why are they just talking about this stuff? Because it's popular to talk about it. It's socially acceptable to talk about it. Know what I'm saying? If they was really talking about like the things of God and how to genuinely get closer to God and build a relationship with God and this and that, they know they will get so much resistance and so much opposition. So they rather conform and trying to go with the flow and trying to be followers instead of standing out and being leaders, bro. These people is followers, bro. These people have no heart, bro. And what the Bible say? The Bible say that cowards shall have their part in the lake of fire. So look, if you're a follower and you're following what the media and everybody doing, doesn't that make you a coward? Let's use our critical thinking skills. If the Bible say cowards shall make it into the lake of fire, and you out here talking about relationships all day, these worldly relationships, right? By critical thinking skills, you following what everybody else is doing. How the hell does that make you like not a coward, bro? You a coward. You don't want to talk about something different, something that gonna cause controversy. You don't want to speak the truth for God, bro. No one say what the Bible say. Cowards shall have their part in the lake of fire. These people gonna be burning for eternity because they don't idolize and put the world above God, bro. Know what I'm saying? These people is putting the world above God, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these people is ashamed of Jesus. They ashamed of God, bro. These people is ashamed of God, bro. You ashamed of God, bro? Bro, Jesus gonna be like, hey, bro, you was ashamed of me. You standing in front of God on Judgment Day. God is gonna tell you you was ashamed of him. You ain't even trying to like say stuff that gonna hurt people's feelings, bro. You ain't even trying to take a stand for God, bro. You just want to talk about relationship 24 hours a day, as though that's the only topic in the world, bro. Man, I'd be sick of seeing that, bro. Like every woman talking about some damn relationship. Oh, my ex did this. My ex did that. Oh, men today is this. Men today is that. Oh, let's talk about marriage, relationship, marriage, gossip. What? That's the only, that's your purpose? Is to gossip about relationship? Now you tell me, right? When you're standing in front of God on Judgment Day, how you going to explain that to God, bro? God is asking you, hey, bro, what did you do for my kingdom, bro? What was my purpose for your life? Oh, yeah, I was talking about worldly relationships all day, bro. What? Hey, bro, you ain't even going to make it to heaven, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But, yeah, bro, these men, a lot of men stopped approaching women, bro. Not because they trying to get closer to God, bro. They just doing other worldly things. They either online dating, still fornicating, figuring out other ways to follow the devil. These people be figuring out other ways to follow the devil, bro. People will come up with dozens of ways to follow the devil, but they can't even follow God, bro. What the hell going on with these people and these men out here, bro? These men is cowards, bro. These men is the cowards that the Bible was talking about, bro, that's going to see the lake of fire. That's all these men is today. Cowards, bro. Grown men talking about relationship all day, bro. Podcasts dedicated to entire relationship of worldly nonsense, bro. Crazy grown men, bro, with $1,000 equipment talking about relationship all day, bro. These the men today, bruh. These the weakest men I have ever seen in the entire cosmos. These are the weakest men of all time, bro. But look though, yeah, bro, like these worldly relationship and all this nonsense, bro. All these topics of these worldly stuff, man. They just worldly nonsense. That's all this stuff, a lot of it is, bro. These people ain't even talking about godly relationships. These people could care less about a godly relationship. They do not care about godly relationship. So why should we care about their worldly relationship? Let me repeat that one more time. These people, they do not care about godly relationship. They do not care about walking with God. They do not care about, for some people, God would tell them to stay single for the rest of their life. And that's also still a blessing. They really just not into the things of God and, you know, talking about different topics about God, and they don't care, bro. So why should we care about what they talking about? We don't care, bro. I'm trying to say we do not care, bro. But hey, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say, bro. Peace.